Hello students, welcome to my class. In my last lecture I had explained you about the Rolle's theorem, what is its statement and what was the geometrical interpretation, and we tried some questions also. And in today's lecture I will explain you about the second mean value theorem, that is the Lagrange's mean value theorem. According to the Lagrange's mean value theorem, if f is a real valued function which is defined in a closed interval AB such that number one, f is continuous in the closed interval. Look here, it's important to note down that it is continuous in the closed interval and it is differentiable in the open interval. And why I have taken for differentiability, why I have taken this open interval, I have already explained you in the Rolle's theorem, that for differentiability we will always take open interval. Now if both of these two conditions are satisfied, you can see both of these conditions are same as the first two conditions of the Rolle's theorem. Yes, these are same, but now the third condition is not required here. It is excluded here of Rolle's theorem. In Rolle's theorem, third condition was FA is equal to FB was there, but no, it is not here. Okay. So when two conditions are satisfied, then there exists at least one value C which is lying in between this open interval, which lies in between the open interval AB such that f dash C is equal to FB minus FA upon B minus A. This is the statement. What does it mean geometrically? Geometrically इसका मतलब क्या है? Now let us try to understand that. Suppose this is your curve, y is equal to fx. Okay, this is point P and this is point Q. Okay, and P point here, its x coordinate is A and its y coordinate, suppose its y coordinate is x coordinate. पॉइंट P का x coordinate A है और पॉइंट Q का x coordinate is B. Okay. Now what are the corresponding values of the y coordinate? If it is A, because the function is y is equal to fx, if we replace this by A, then y इसका क्या बन जाएगा? इसका y coordinate क्या हो जाएगा? FA. Okay. Likewise here, this is your B, x coordinate इसका B है और B if you will substitute here to FB, तो y कितना आ जाएगा? FB आ जाएगा. Now students, you can see here these two conditions. Let us check it for these two conditions. Whether the function is continuous in the closed interval. If you start to move from A to B, if you are going in a single throw without any break, and it means it is a continuous function. Number two, it is differentiable also, but it is differentiable in the open interval. And now, because both the conditions of Lagrange's mean value theorem, what does it say? Now if I join this, what is this PQ? What is this PQ? PQ coordinate. Then according to this PQ chord का slope निकालेगा. Slope of PQ. Slope of chord PQ. You know that slope of a line is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So y2, this is y2. So this is FB minus this is y1. This is x1 y1. This is x1 y1. Okay, and this is x2 y2. So now FB minus FA, because y2 is FB, y1 is FA upon x2 minus x1, B minus A. So this is the slope of this chord PQ. Now according to this Lagrange's mean value theorem, if both of these two conditions are satisfied, then there exists at least one value in between this A and B that the slope of the tangents at those points will be equal to the slope of this chord. देखो दो लाइंस की स्लोप कब इक्वल होती है? रिकॉल करो, when the slope of two lines are equal, when these two lines are parallel, तो हम इसकी तरह पैरेलल लाइंस बनाते हैं। इस कॉर्ड की पैरेलल लाइन कौन सी बन रही है? एक तो मेरी यहाँ बन जाएगी, वो लाइन भी होनी चाहिए और टेंजेंट भी होना चाहिए। वैसे तो बहुत सारी लाइंस हैं which are parallel to this line, लेकिन condition is that must be a line, but that line must be the tangent of the curve. So this line you can see now. This is again it is parallel here. It is parallel here and it is tangent also. One more I can draw here. But if I try anywhere else, then it will become secant, not a tangent. Okay? टेंजेंट आपका सिर्फ यहीं बन रहा है। अगर मैं यहाँ ट्राई करूंगी तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? ये टेंजेंट तो होगा, बट दैट वॉन्ट बी पैरेलल टू दिस लाइन, पैरेलल टू दिस कॉर्ड PQ। लेकिन कंडीशन है कि मुझे कॉर्ड के पैरेलल भी चाहिए। अगर मैं और कोई ट्राई करती हूँ कॉर्ड के पैरेलल, अगर यहाँ ट्राई करती हूँ देन इट बिकम सीकेंट, इट वॉन्ट रिमेन टेंजेंट। तो मुझे टेंजेंट चाहिए एंड दैट टेंजेंट मस्ट बी पैरेलल टू दिस कॉर्ड। ओके, सो नाउ if this point, if I take C1 and this is C2 and this is C3, ठीक है? तो मुझे तीन ऐसे पॉइंट्स मिल गए जहां पर स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट। अच्छा मुझे बताइए स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट को किससे हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट ऑफ अ कर्व। आई एम स्पीकिंग स्लोप ऑफ tangent of a curve, that is if curve is fx then slope of tangent of the curve is f dash x। ठीक है, अगर मतलब y अगर कर्व है तो उसका स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट क्या होगा? dy by dx। स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट क्या होगा? dy by dx। तो अब यहाँ पर अगर मैं इसका स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट लूंगी तो f dash c1 हो गया। इसका स्लोप क्या होगा? f dash c1। इसका स्लोप f dash, इसका स्लोप f dash c2 क्योंकि ये c2 पॉइंट पर है। इस टेंजेंट का स्लोप क्या होगा? f dash c3 क्योंकि ये c3 पॉइंट पर है। तो ये सबकी स्लोप f dash c1 इज इक्वल टू f dash c2 इज इक्वल टू f dash c3, ये सब इसके इक्वल होंगे क्योंकि ये पैरेलल है। पैरेलल लाइंस की स्लोप आपस में इक्वल होती है। तो व्हाट डज इट मीन कि इसी ने वही बोला है। तो स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट ऑफ द कर्व क्या है? स्लोप ऑफ टेंजेंट of the curve is represented by f dash c at point c। ठीक है, at point c, that is f dash c। now according to this tangent is parallel to chord, tangent is parallel to chord at point c। मैंने तो एक ये भी C कुछ भी मान लीजिए, तो इसका मतलब we know their slope of the their slope will be equal if they are parallel. This implies their slopes will be equal, therefore f dash c is equal to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a। ये चीज आगे के आपके पास, ठीक है? तो ये पॉइंट्स आपको याद करने हैं कि अगर एक कर्व कॉन्टिन्यूअस है, क्लोज्ड इंटरवल में, डिफरेंशिएबल है, ओपन इंटरवल में, तो वहां पर एट लीस्ट वन पॉइंट बोला। देखो एट लीस्ट वन वैल्यू बोला है, तो यहाँ तो तीन निकली। वन देखो यहाँ पर दिखा दी मैं आपको। अगर सपोज करो ये दिस इज पॉइंट ए एंड दिस इज पॉइंट बी और ये पॉइंट पी है, ये पॉइंट क्यू है। तो अगर मैं ये कॉर्ड बनाती हूँ तो इस कॉर्ड के पैरेलल ये वाला टेंजेंट है और ये आ रहा है इस पॉइंट सी पर। तो ए और बी के बीच में एक पॉइंट आया, ठीक है? यहाँ एक से ज्यादा पॉइंट आ गए जहां पर आपकी टेंजेंट पैरेलल टू एक्स एक्सिस होगी। हाँ जी स्टूडेंट, तो आई थिंक द स्टेटमेंट इज क्लियर टू यू, द ज्योमेट्रिकल इंटरप्रिटेशन इज क्लियर टू यू, एंड आफ्टर दैट लेट अस स्टार्ट द क्वेश्चंस। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज वेरीफाई लैग्रेंजेस मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम। for this given function in this given interval 1 to 5 closed interval. Now Lagrange's mean value theorem, this short form में we can write it LMV also. Okay, otherwise ठीक है, Lagrange's mean value theorem can be written as LMV. Okay, now only two conditions are to be checked whether these are satisfying or not. Only then this LMV can be applied on it. So first is identify the function. What type of function is this? Simple, polynomial function. But it's a polynomial function. We know it's continuous as well as differentiable everywhere. Therefore, both the conditions are satisfied. But how to write it? Look here. In my yesterday's lecture, means in previous lecture, I had written it directly. It is being a polynomial function is continuous as well as differentiable. Differentiability के लिए थोड़ा सा हम change भी कर सकते हैं. Look here how. Being fx being a polynomial function, it is continuous in 1 to 5 closed interval लेना. उसके बाद f dash x you find out. What is f dash x? That is 2x minus 2 upon में 1x है ना. It can't be undefined anywhere for any value of x in between 1 to 5. It means it is well defined. It is well defined in open interval 1 to 5 word. Okay. It is well defined in open interval. Therefore, fx is differentiable in 1 to 5. Now, both the conditions required for LMV are satisfied. Therefore, there exists at least one value C belonging to open interval 1 to 5. Now open, आप याद रखिए continuity में सिर्फ आपने close interval you are to write, otherwise everywhere it will be open interval, such that f dash C is equal to f of B. What is B now? This is A, this is B. So B is 5 minus f of 1 upon B minus A. So f dash C, आपने f dash x तो निकाले यही है, इसमें x की जगह C रख दीजिए. This is 2c minus 2 f of 5. Let us calculate f of 5. 25 minus 10 plus 4. This is 29 minus 10. That is 19 minus f1. This is 1 minus 2 plus 4. This is 5 minus 2. That is 3. Upon 5 minus 1 is 4. So what does it become? It becomes 2c minus, this 2 will come, this 19 minus 3 is 16. 16 by 4 cancel. So this is 2c minus 2 is equal to 4. This implies 2c is equal to 6. So this is c is equal to 3. अब आपको ये चेक करना है कि c बिलोंग करता है ओपन इंटरवल 1 to 5 और not. 3 belongs to 1 to 5. 3 जो है 1 और 5 के बीच में लाई करता है तो belongs to. So 3 belongs to 1 to 5 है. अगर आ गया तो आपकी LMV satisfy, आपकी वेरीफाई हो गई. अगर ये नहीं आता तो नहीं वेरीफाइड थी, हो गई ये वेरीफाइड. Therefore LMV is verified. And next is this function fx is equal to x minus sine 2x, and you are to verify it for LMV in this interval minus pi to pi. Now you can see x is a polynomial function and sine 2x, we know this trigonometric function, this sine particularly is continuous and differentiable on all the real numbers, for all the real numbers there, and same is for polynomial functions. And by the algebra of continuity as well as for the differentiability, difference of two continuous functions is continuous and difference of two differentiable functions is also differentiable. Therefore, this function fx as a whole will be considered as continuous as well as differentiable. So how to write it? As x and sin 2x are continuous and differentiable on all real numbers. On real numbers. Therefore, fx is continuous. जब भी ये सभी रियल नंबर पर कॉन्टिन्यूस है तो आपका ये इतने इंटरवल में भी तो कॉन्टिन्यूस हो गया. एंड fx is differentiable on open interval minus pi to pi. Actually these two are very important. कि आप open लिख रहे हैं, आप close लिख रहे हैं, इसके मार्क्स होते हैं. So be careful while writing. Therefore, both the conditions required for LNP are satisfied. Therefore, there exists at least a value, there exists at least one value C belongs to open interval minus pi to pi such that f dash C is equal to f of b minus f of a upon b minus a. Let us calculate all this and we will put it in this. पहले तो f dash x निकाल लीजिए. f dash x क्या आ गया? f dash x, x का डेरिवेटिव 1 माइनस sin 2x का डेरिवेटिव 2 cos 2x. ओके, it is done. Now f of b यानी f of pi. f of pi means x minus sin यानी pi minus sin 2 pi. I know that value of the sin for n pi is 0. Sin 1 pi is 0, sin 2 pi is 0, sin 3 pi is 0. Therefore, this is 0, this is 0. So, pi minus 0 is equal to pi. Okay. Next is f of minus pi. F of minus pi would be, it would be here minus pi minus sin 2 of minus pi. As I told you, it would be 0. Sine of z multiples of pi is 0. So this is only minus pi minus 0. This is minus pi. So let us put the value here. So it becomes f dash c. b की जगह क्या था आपके पास? b की जगह था pi, a की जगह था minus pi और b की जगह था pi minus of minus pi. So let us put in this f dash c. पहले तो यहीं पर लिख लीजिए f dash c is equal to f of pi minus f of minus pi upon this is 2 pi because pi plus pi हो गया, ये minus minus plus pi. f dash c ये वैल्यू आ जाएगी 1 minus 2 cos 2c is equal to what is the value of f pi? f pi is pi minus what is the value of f of minus pi? That is minus pi upon 2 pi. So what is this now? This is 2 pi, this is 2 pi. So 1 minus 2 cos 2c is equal to 2 pi upon 2 pi. It is cancelled. So this is 1 minus 2 cos 2c is equal to 1. So this is 1 minus 1 is equal to 2 cos 2c. ये इधर हो गया, ये इधर 0. तो 2 cos 2c equal to 0. So cos 2c is equal to 0. अब आपको पता होना चाहिए कि cos कब आपका 0 आता है. Odd multiples of pi by 2 में it comes 0. Odd multiples of pi by 2 में it comes 0. तो आपका cos इसका मतलब 2c आपके पास हो गया 2n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1 sorry 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belongs to z. ऐसे तो c बहुत सारे हो गए तो c is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 4 where n belongs to z. अब आप n की वो वैल्यू पुट करके देखिए जहाँ ये सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है इसको कि ये माइनस पाई टू पाई के बीच में आए. कौन सी ऐसी वैल्यू आ रही है? आप n को 1 पुट कीजिए तो कितना आ रहा है? अगर मैं n को 1 पुट करती हूँ, अगर n को 1 पुट किया तो 2 plus 1 pi by 4. This is 3 pi by 4. 3 into pi by 4 क्या होता है? 45. That is 135. 180 के बीच में लाई कर रहा है. ओके ठीक है. तो एक तो आपका 3 पाई बाय 4 हो गया, तो c इज इक्वल टू 3 पाई बाय 4 हो गया। ओके, और दूसरा c की वैल्यू कौन सी आई आपकी, दैट इज इफ यू पुट n इज इक्वल टू -1, अगर n को -1 पुट करते हैं तो -2 + 1 पाई बाय 4, so this is minus pi by 4, this is also satisfying, minus pi by 4 is also satisfying। अच्छा, अगर आपने n को अभी 0 पुट करते हैं तो पाई बाय 4 आ रहा है, ओके, n को 0 पुट किया, n को 1 पुट किया, n को -1 पुट किया, n को 2 पुट करते 5 पाई बाय 4 हो गया, 5 पाई बाय 4 इज ग्रेटर देन पाई, हम इसको नहीं लिखते, हमने n को -2 अगर पुट किया तो -4 + 1 पाई बाय 4, that is -3 pi by 4, it means this is -135, okay, so that lies between this, so this is -3 pi by 4। तो आपके पास 4 वैल्यूज है यहाँ पर जो कि इसको सेटिस्फाई करती हैं। हाँ जी स्टूडेंट्स, now have written this function x plus 1 upon x on the interval 1 to 3. This is a very important question because now you can see students, this is not a polynomial function. Why it is not a polynomial function? Because it is x plus x raised to power -1, and when for being a polynomial function we need to have the powers only in the whole numbers, but here this power is negative. It is not possible in the case of the polynomials, therefore it is not a polynomial. Okay, so it is not a polynomial. That's why what to do now? How we can check its continuity? Whenever you find such type of question where there is not a polynomial function, okay, and then we first of all differentiate it. If it is differentiable in between this interval, means it's a if you find out the differentiation of this, you find the derivative of this, and you see that derivative is well defined in this given interval, it means it is differentiable in this open interval, then it would be automatically continuous also. As I told you, every differentiable function is continuous also. D leads to C, D implies C. So f(x) is this, so f dash x is 1 minus 1 upon x square. X का derivative 1 and 1 upon x का derivative minus 1 upon x square, so take its LCM, x square is x, this is x square minus 1 upon x square. Now students, you are to check where it is not defined. Wherever this denominator will be 0, there it won't be defined. So this, whenever this x becomes 0, the denominator becomes 0. तो हमारा x 0 नहीं होना चाहिए. Now you check this whether 0 lies in this interval. No, 0 doesn't lie in this interval. It means the point where it is not defined doesn't lie in the given interval. It means it's everywhere it is defined. It is defined in this interval everywhere. So it is well defined in open interval 1 to 3. When it is well defined in the open interval 1 to 3, this implies fx is differentiable in open interval 1 to 3. And differentiability implies continuity. Therefore, fx is continuous also in closed interval 1 to 3 because differentiability implies continuity. Differentiability implies continuity. This is the reason. Therefore, both the conditions required for LMV are satisfied. Therefore, there exists at least a value c which belongs to open interval 1 to 3. Therefore, f dash c is equal to 0. What does it mean? F dash c is equal to f of 3 minus f of 1 upon 3 minus 1. fb minus fa upon b minus a. Now f dash x ये है आपके पास, तो इसमें x की जगह c रख दीजिए, c स्क्वायर माइनस 1 अपॉन c स्क्वायर f of 3. If you put here 3, then it becomes 3 plus 1 by 3 minus f of 1. So 1 plus 1 by 1. Okay, this is 3 minus 1 is 2. So it becomes your c square minus 1 upon c square. This is 3 3 is a 9 plus 1. 10 by 3 plus 2 by minus 2 by 1 upon 2. Upon 2 can be written as like this, 1 by 2. Okay. So this becomes is 2. So this is c square minus 1 upon c square. This is 4 by 3 if you simplify this, because LCM will be 3. 3 2s are 6. 10 minus 6 is 4, and this is like this. 2 2s are. So it becomes now 3c square cross multiply minus 3 is equal to 2c square. Okay. So this 3c square and now minus 2c square is equal to 3. So this is c square is equal to 3. This implies c is equal to plus root 3 and minus root 3. Root 3 की वैल्यू आपको पता है 1.732 होती है. That lies in between this, but this is negative, so this is not possible. Leave that. So इसमें c की वैल्यू ये आ गई. Therefore c belonging to root 3 that belongs to 1 2 3 this open interval में lie करता है. Therefore LMV is verified. And students, this function is given to verify the LMV. I have multiplied all these three factors, then I have received that x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6, and I have to check its for LMV in the given interval. Now what type of function is this? What type of function is this? This is a polynomial function. When it is a polynomial function, of course, being polynomial function, it is continuous as well as differentiable on all real numbers. ठीक है? Therefore, number 1, fx is continuous in this given interval also. When it is continuous for all the real numbers, then it would be continuous in this small interval also. And fx is when differentiable for all real numbers, then it would be differentiable for this open interval also. Therefore both the conditions required for LMV are satisfied. Therefore there exists at least one value c which is belonging to this open interval 1 to 4 such that f dash c is equal to fb. b क्या है 4. f of 4 minus f of 1 upon 4 minus 1. What is f dash c? तो हम इसको पहले डिफरेंशिएट कर लेते हैं. 3x स्क्वायर यानी कि 3c स्क्वायर माइनस 12x यानी कि माइनस 12c प्लस 11 is equal to f4. Put the value of here. Put the value of x here 4. So this is 64 minus this is 11 4 44 minus 6. If you will simplify it, then you will get it as this is okay. If you simplify it, you will get it as 12 minus f1 minus f1. हाँ जी students, it is f4 is 6, f1 if you put x is equal to 1 here, 1 cube minus 6 1 square plus 11 into 1 minus 6, then it is 0, and this 4 minus 1 is 3. So it becomes 3c square minus 12c plus 11 is equal to 2. 3 2s are 6. When it moves to this side, it will become 3c square minus 12c plus 9 equal to 0. What is common? 3 is common. C square minus 4c, 3 3s are 9, that is 0. C square minus 4c plus 3 equal to 0. Here you can factorize it by splitting the middle term. C square minus 3c minus c plus 3 equal to 0. So if you take out c common from here, c minus 3 minus 1 common, c minus 3 equal to 0. So it becomes c minus 3, c minus 1 equal to 0. So we are getting two values of c. One is 1, one is 3 and the other one is 1. But I want the value in the open interval where 1 is not included. So 1 is not possible because 1 doesn't lie in the open interval. So here c is equal to 3, that belongs to the open interval 1 to 4. Therefore LMV is verified. So with this question, students, I am ending this lecture and you are to try more questions of this type.